Hi everyone, it's Enchantress. So I'm here with another pick a card reading, and this one is going to be a little bit different. I have had a few different requests on doing celebrity type tarot readings, and that combined with the fact that some of you out there have twin flames that are celebrities, I decided to combine the two. And so what I'm going to do here is I'm going to let these stars be your guides. You can choose whatever pile you want, whoever resonates with you the most, the person, the number, the timestamp, anything for a message, a personal message. This is also going to be a kind of prediction for each of the celebrities as well, and also sort of a reaching out to the twin flame out there. So I have a few questions that I'm going to ask each pile, and the questions are, this is, first of all, it's going to be future prediction, then it'll be the message to the twin flame, there will be a timing for something new, and what is that thing, that's something new. There is going to be a card for influence, a person or influence, and then finally a spirit message using all of my mini decks, okay? And if I have time, I'll fit in some charms too. So as you can see, here we have, now some of you might not know all these people, but I will tell you who they are. So first of all, we have here Taylor Swift. She's a singer pop star. She's Sagittarius, and by the way, all of these people are about the same height. She's 5'10", and right now she's currently seeing Joe Alwyn. Then we have Samuel Kim Arredondo. He is sometimes called, or most of the time called, Kim Samuel. He's a K-pop singer. He's a Capricorn and also 5'10". And at this time, he's not exactly seeing anyone, but he has a crush on on somebody, I think. All right, and then we have Richard Madden, who is also 5'10". He is a Scottish actor who played Robb Stark in Game of Thrones. He's been a prince in Cinderella, and he's a Gemini and currently is single. Then we have Naveen Andrews, who's an actor. He's been in Lost. You might recognize him from Lost. I liked him very much in Sense8. I thought he was very attractive. One of the things I find about these guys is sometimes the way they act and they move is way more attractive than just their faces. So you might get that from them if you know who these people are. Naveen is a Capricorn and currently single. And then we have Richard Speight Jr. He was Archangel Gabriel in Supernatural, and he's been in TV shows like Jericho and The Agency and Band of Brothers. He's almost 5'10", he's 5'8". He's married though, and a Virgo. Okay, so that kind of covers the bases on them, and then we'll get into each of their readings, and you can choose, like, you can do this any way you want to. Whoever you resonate with, like you feel like you look like, or you feel compatible with, whoever you think your twin flame looks most like, or your person of interest looks most like, you can do it that way. However you want to choose. But this is going to be both a message for you and a prediction for these celebrities. So push out your breath. Take a deep breath. Close your eyes. Release your breath. Open your eyes. Now look with your soul and not with your eyes, unless you already know who it is that you must pick. And let's begin. Alright, first we have lovely Taylor Swift. I think she's a very beautiful person, inside and out. She's had a lot of, haters, I guess, here and there. She had that song, haters want to hate, 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 etc. But I think she's a good person. Being a Sagittarius, sometimes I'm sure she gets her foot stuck in her mouth, and sometimes she might be a little bit too honest, and it's hard for other people to take. But I think in a general sense, she has a good heart, like she comes from a good place, you know. So there you go. So that's just my opinion on her. I don't know how you feel. So you might either resonate with her, or you have, she might be your twin flame or something else, some kind of connection with Taylor Swift here. So I'm using this little mini deck of tarot cards called the Radient Rider Waite. And we've got 10 of Pentacles, Ace of Cups, 3 of Cups, and Page of Wands. So Taylor is going to have much success in her life, coming up. It looks like she might get married, maybe. She's going to find this happy home, it's stability and everything. There's a lot of love coming in for her. This new love is very special and precious, or maybe it's be somebody completely different, but new love and an abundance of it. She has a great time with the community and friendship and that kind of thing. She's a very loving and giving person. And Page of Wands means something, some kind of exciting, passionate message is coming in for her. So she's going to get some kind of news that will be exciting for her. Something, maybe a new project coming in for her. Something exciting coming in her way. All right, and so this is her message to her twin flame. She's saying, just do you, okay? So in these times, maybe that is always it's the prudent thing to do. Just be, and it's kind of, it's not being mean. It's, as Taylor is not out to be mean. She's just saying, be the best you can be, just be you and do you, and that will attract her. That will make her proud, and that might make her feel good towards you. It's real ironic. Well, I'll just have to say this to them personally. Anyway, and so what's there's going to be some timing here for something new, and let's see what we've got for that. This is for the Pixie's Astounding Lenormand, and by the way, this is my deck, the Enchanted Embrace. The ship is really exciting. So this ship is about movement, travel. It could be a change of residence, but I feel like just travel in general. And maybe there's not a whole lot of traveling going on right now, but there's still a lot of movement in her life, and there's a lot of things coming up for her. Something's going to happen for her or for you in 3 days, 3 weeks, or 3 months. Even this month of March can be an interesting month of movement or activity or something new coming in, or somebody coming to visit you, kind of thing. So it could be a visitor, or it could be you going somewhere, and it could all be virtual as well. And then we have from the mystical Kipper, we've got gaining a lot of money. So Taylor's gonna, she is not wanting for money or love. She is going to, whatever her endeavors are, she's going to get a lot of money. And if you resonate with her, then so will you. And then finally, the message from Spirit is the Queen of Pentacles. So the Queen of Pentacles is saying that she is a caring person. She's going to help people with her resources and finances. So I think that these next months to come, especially this month, by the end of this month, she will already have something in place in order to help other people in this spirit of community and love and giving. She's going to find something passionate that she's going to put her passion into it, her Wands energy, her Fire energy, her Sagittarius energy into it. I think long term though, this might come out for her, some kind of happily ever after for her. She's gonna find that one and be able to settle down kind of thing. All right, so I think it's time to move on to the next. Unless, oh gosh, I should do charms, shouldn't I? Okay, I'm gonna do a few charms. Okay, here we go. Let's see. Now my nails aren't painted, so I'm gonna try not to use them. And also, my big beefy hands in the way all the time. All right, we got Jasmine. So she is gonna feel a little bit stir crazy and stuck in her castle, but she's got a twin out there. Look at that. The unicorn is the divine masculine. She's got a lot of luck and money, and she wants to save the planet. Definitely, that's her goal. Cupid's arrow has either hit her, struck her, or is going to. She's still going to buy things that's necessary for her clothing and that kind of stuff. The cog is about this being part of a mechanism. So she sees her role in this world and how she can help, and she's going to help make some changes and help people. I mean, I just feel like a real help energy coming from her reading. She's got number 2, so that could be tea for 2, like 2 people. There's a lot of leisure time going on here, like umbrella and hanging out by the pool maybe in the warmer weather, that kind of thing. New bohemians. This kind of makes me think a little bit of the Wands energy, just kind of like an excitement, something new happening for her, that some kind of project or something she's going to get into. I think the general gist here is to help people. And yes, because she's feeling a little stir crazy and like she needs to get out of the castle and do something to help people, but also be responsible, right? Well, she might do a Disney movie maybe, like maybe she'll do a voice of some character or something like that. And the wine cup, yeah, I just said that. That's kind of like drinking with friends and stuff. Aries, maybe this fellow that she's seeing is an Aries, or maybe she's going to meet an Aries, but they are courageous. Okay, so there you go. That's Taylor Swift. Very different, but I hope you like that. I'm moving on to the next. Okay, and next we have Kim Samuel. Isn't he a cutie? He's so cute. Alright, so let's see what's going on with his future. We've got the Magician. Nice. He is the master of his destiny. He can make things happen, and he uses his resources and surroundings too. The Empress. So there is somebody he is interested in that's his equal, and it might be the one that he's crushing on, or maybe somebody else out there, or this could also be like the feminine side of his personality, this nurturing, loving, caring side of his personality. Because I see it in his face. I don't know him very well, but I see very much a very well-balanced masculine and feminine energy in him. Then he has the Hierophant, which is great because I feel like that's talking about wisdom and helping people with spirituality and knowledge. So he's kind of got a teacher vibe going on that's coming up. Either he's going to meet a teacher or he's going to be a teacher. He might encounter a guru type who will help him in the spiritual sense, and which means also you will too. So when you watch this, especially if you're the twin flame, whatever is happening to him could happen to you too in a mirroring way. But if you're just watching this just for messages, that's why you're here. So I see Kim's life going very well. Somebody's going to come, some female here is going to just cut to the quick and be very honest and truthful and just, lay it all bare in a very honest way. Maybe that's an approach that he likes. He is, what sign is my little Samuel Kim Arredondo is a Capricorn as well. A lot of Capricorns in here. So, that kind of honesty is appreciated. So his message to his twin flame is, I will love you till my dying day. Isn't that sweet? And then And so his message, so this is the timing of something new coming into his life, and what it could be. So this is the bouquet. First, I just want to say that the tarot is the Radient Rider Waite mini deck, and this is my Enchanted Embrace deck, and here is the Astounding Pixie, Lenormand. The bouquet is all about gifts and something coming in. It's also talking about 9 months, September, or spring. So those are some possible dates to look into. This springtime could be a good time for something a gift coming in to Samuel's life, but it could be something that might have, maybe it was supposed to come in and maybe it will be delayed now until September. But I feel like, or 9 months, whenever I hear the sound 9 months, I often think of pregnancy. So maybe somebody he knows in his life is pregnant, is going to have a baby in 9 months, that kind of thing. Yeah, so those are some possibilities there. And that's a very logical gift to be coming in 9 months. So next we have the mystical Kipper, and we've got a journey coming up. And this is influences in his life. So there could be some traveling, just like Taylor Swift. These people, need to travel a lot. Sometimes they won't be able to travel as much or as far as they can, and sometimes the traveling is virtual, and sometimes it just has to be put off. So maybe this is a travel plan that has to be put off until later. But I feel like, there is some kind of traveling going on, or maybe it's just a personal journey that he's going through. This kind of an interesting journey in his life, but it looks like happiness is here. I did read that his dad was killed in Mexico in last year, so that's really sad, and I feel like that's affected his psychological stability a little bit, but I feel like he's bounced back quite a bit, and he's like doing really well and expecting good things to come. And finally, from this message from Spirit is the Two of Chalices. So that's really sweet. Two of Chalices is saying that he's going to have this deep emotional connection or attraction with somebody. And so that's good news for him. He'll feel happy, and good news for you too if you are resonating with this pile. A deep and beautiful connection with somebody. All right, so let's do Samuel's charms. Let's see what we got. Aladdin. So he's the other part of the wanting to get out of the castle. And then the genie, the 3 wishes. You got liberty, twin flame, passion here, a sure thing, and 13, and snowman. So do you want to build a snowman? So I feel like he has this sense of freedom. I feel like he's definitely like a divine masculine type who is evolving. He's much like Aladdin, who wants to help people, especially the unfortunate people who are not, who are hungry, kind of thing. And so I think he's going to get with his genie and grant some wishes for the world here, But I like the Hierophant makes me feel like there's going to be some spirituality and praying, and some kind of thing where he wants to help somehow, maybe singing or do a concert or benefit concert kind of thing. But yeah, and so, but I feel a strong connection here with this twin flame. He feels you out there, he feels his twin flame. He might have his crushes, but he definitely feels that there is another half of him out there, and he looks forward to meeting that person someday. But in the meantime, there's this sense of, liberty and justice and making all right. He is American born in Los Angeles, but Korean descent, and his dad looked Mexican, so maybe he's mixed, He's very handsome, mixed race kind of young man. And so I don't know, something happening possibly in the winter months, or maybe right now it's winter. I don't know if it's winter for him, but there could be some, maybe that trip that he's going on, maybe he could be doing something in a cold weather place. Not quite sure what the snowman has to mean here, but yeah, so you take that as you see it. Like maybe you know, and comment below if you know something that I don't know. All right, so if you like that, I hope you like that. Feel free to comment below. I'm going to move on to the next. And there you go for Samuel, or Kim Samuel. Okay, and here we have handsome Richard Madden. Take a look at his gorgeous blue eyes. And he has he's brown hair with sort of a reddish cast to it. He's just such a handsome man. And I've heard Melanie invoke his name before in her readings quite a few times. Alright, so let's see what's going on with his future. We have the Devil. When that came out, I was like, oh, well, that makes sense because he's a Capricorn, but he's not the Capricorn. There's a couple Capricorns in this group, but he's a Gemini, so there could be a Capricorn coming into his life, or maybe he's just feeling very hedonistic, or something full of lust coming up, with a lot of materialism. But his other cards are really good. So let's see. We got the Knight of Swords. So we've got this kind of action and movement and truth, and just kind of fighting for truth and justice kind of thing. Maybe he wants to fight that devil, you know? Yeah, because the knight is pointing towards the devil, and it could be a political thing too. It could be like, you know, I am going to be an activist now, and I'm going to fight this devil and, you know, help people out there against this devil, that kind of thing. And then we have the moon. So the moon is about the subconscious and dreams and things that might be going on while he's sleeping, or in his mind, or in meditations kind of thing. So he's got a lot that he dreams about. And also, if he's feeling a twin flame out there, that's where you connect, you know, in that subconscious, in the dream world. There could be a telepathic feeling that he's having with somebody. And he could be having that telepathic feeling with this star, could be Aquarius. So we have 3 major arcana, so a lot of outside influences for him. But the star is great because it's all about hope, and I think he's going to put some action behind conquering this, whatever this devil represents. It could be anything, and I feel like it's an external thing. I don't think it has anything to do with his personality, because I think he's balanced and stable. I think this is an external force. It could be politics, and it could be you know, a global issue, or whatever it is, you know, but he's going to put some action behind it, and in the process maybe find a star, but definitely the outcome is going to be look how, and look at it's like the planet is a better place now kind of feeling towards this, and the moon and the star. So maybe you'll find somebody who's his moon and stars, much like Daenerys, her endearments with Drago, you know, moon, stars, you're the moons and the stars and the suns and whatever she sets him. Anyway, so let's see what his message is to his twin flame. And by the way, this is the Radient Rider Waite deck, mini deck, and this is Enchanted Embrace, and he says, life is ours, we live it our way. See, it's very passionate, charging, and Knight of Swords is air sign, so that goes perfect with his Gemini personality. Even though he's air, he has passion behind his desires and actions, you know, and he wants to make a difference. Let's see about timing for something new that's coming into his life. We've got a letter. Interesting. So the letter is talking about a letter. It could be a text message, or it could be some kind of communication, and maybe he's going to be the one communicating. But yeah, maybe he's sending a letter to this woman, but I feel like this can be anything, a card, a document, or anything like that, some kind of communication by the end of the month, on the 27th or 27 days from now. something like that. So 27 plays a part in this reading, but it doesn't necessarily say what month. But as you can see, it's a very beautiful scene here with flowers, and it's a little bit old-fashioned. Like the woman in the picture represents almost that Renaissance time that he portrayed in Game of Thrones. So maybe he's going to get some news about Game of Thrones, the next edition, or something like that. Some kind of sequel, part 2, prequel, I don't know. But he could be getting some kind of message about that. But it could also be a love letter, or it could also be reminiscing about a past life love. So let's see what else we get here. So from the mystical Kipper, we have meeting. So there could be this letter that generates this meeting, and it looks like a date, like getting together with somebody. This sense of feeling connected with somebody in a past life could bring about this future meeting, or this date, or this getting together with somebody in the current time, even though they're dressed a little bit more maybe Victorian. So this is like Renaissance to Victorian. So we kind of, maybe these are just different time periods where you've known each other, that kind of thing. All right, and then finally, message for him is the Magician. And this is the Pagan tarot deck that I just recently bought. It almost looks like it's trimmed, but it's not. It just came like that. It's so cute. All right, so the Magician is talking about using his skills. So Spirit is telling him and telling you, because you're connected to him through this reading, that it's time now to use your skills. If you haven't been, which you probably have been, use your skills to achieve your goals. So there's a lot that you have at your disposal to use to achieve your goals, and whatever this is, this conquering things, this drive, this wanting to make the world a better place, to bring hope and that kind of thing. This is saying that you and he have it all there. It's like you're a magician. You're like the sorcerer's, like the sorcerer's apprentice, or like Dorothy, with her shoes. Like you already have what it takes to get home. You already have what it takes to do whatever you need to do. It's all within you, kind of thing. All right, so let's see what kind of charms we've got for Richard. Oh, something bit me. All right, that's a lot. Oh, see, there we go. We have a rider. We got love, an idea, clothes, travel. Everybody's traveling. But these celebrities and stars, they just can't help it. This is part of their lifestyle. So, they got to figure out how to do it, but in the safest way possible. Wow. Okay, so we've got there's an idea about their love life, okay? And there's somebody very beautiful, and the ruby also talks about love. It's a deep. The ruby was put underneath, I think it was houses, in order to give them stability and sturdiness, something because of the fact that they represent love. So here we got the plane traveling. We've got the Hamsa hand, which is protection. Ooh, the key to the two heart key. So he's got the key to somebody's heart, or somebody has the key to his heart. Hanger, again, to me is about wardrobe and clothing, and purchasing the things that you need. So it could be also like costume, or whatever he needs in order to manifest this thing that he's trying to create here. And then we've got St. Christopher, is the patron saint of travel. So even if he flies or travels, he's going to be protected. St. Christopher is going to watch over him. He might have to cut something out, or this could have to be related to crafts or something like that. Caviar means he's well fed, and the corn is well fed. You and he don't have to worry about your food supply or eating well or any of that kind of thing. As a fancy red truck screeches by. So I don't know what that symbolizes, but it makes me think of this a little bit, charge. kind of thing, like dun 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 dun, charge, you know. And he's got the red cape, and you got the red ruby. So red might be something important here. He's going to keep up his beautiful physique, though, with working out and that kind of thing. And maybe this is saying, you do the same. Okay. So I'm going to move on to the next. I hope you like that. Give it a thumbs up. Okay, and here's Naveen Andrews. Very handsome, swarthy, exotic man. And I tell you what, he had a few photos. This one's one of his prettier photos, but he, to me, looks really beautiful on the show since you know, the way he moves and speaks and everything. So, anyways, let's see what his future is all about. So he's got the Seven of Pentacles. He's watching something grow or waiting for the perfect timing on something. Just keeping an eye on the growth of his money, maybe, you know, that kind of thing, investments and that sort of thing. But not just watching, also sharing and giving, you know. It's a lot of give and take. It's a very generous person. Naveen is the Capricorn, I believe. Yep. And so I think he's learned in his lifetime that money is energy, and that he shouldn't be hoarding it. He should be giving, you know, letting it flow. But he might set up a charity or some kind of donation or charity, or maybe an event in that kind of way. Like, he knows he has all of this abundance and he's willing to share it because he wants to. He's got the Knight of Cups, so that's, you know, of movement in a certain direction, to bring somebody love. So so I think he's going to be showing a lot of love and affection through his money and through his generosity, which, you know, is his way of showing love. So his way of showing love is through material things, you know, material gifts, material, just different kinds of ways of showing generosity and donations and charities and giving of his time too. So he really thinks that's important. And then finally, he's gonna have a happily ever after too. So it looks like he'll find his rainbow, he'll find his happily ever after family, and and feel really good. So somebody he might be interested in, there could be somebody, he's very quiet about it in the media, but he could be interested in somebody that's going to turn into a marriage and the happily ever after, possibly. Or this could be his twin flame or somebody out there that he's going to connect with. Speaking of twin flames, here's his twin flame message. Before I do that, though, I just want to say this is the Radient Rider Waite Tarot. And this is the Enchanted Embrace by me. And he's saying, how did I get so lucky? And then with our Astounding Pixie Lenormand, we're going to get some timing, and we have, the heart. So that just to me means love coming in for him, you know, and love coming in for you. It could be like all kinds of love. You know, it could be a love affair. It could be just love in general. It could be just love and joy, just a giving heart. He's a very beautiful, kind, loving, giving person who feels blessed. Like when he says he's lucky, it's feeling blessed to know you, or feeling blessed to know any of the people that touch his life. You know, so he has that kind of sensibility about him that's very sweet. So as far as timing goes, it's the 24th of a month, or 24 days from now. This is also considered the dog days of summer or August. So maybe a love is coming into his life around August or summertime, or maybe on the 24th or within 24 days. So those are some clues right there. Something new in his love life. And then we have the mystical Kipper, which is expectation. So I think he's going to know at some point, and you will too, know when this person's coming in. You feel it, it's like this energy, and then you start to get this expectation. You start to look out the window, wait, be alert, be vigilant, look for the clues and the signs and that kind of thing. So that's coming up too, like that sense of expectation. And then the message from Spirit is the Hierophant. So we've got a couple of Hierophants in this group. Kim Samuel had a Hierophant card, and now we have Naveen with this Hierophant card. And that talks to me about spirituality and being a teacher. This is like, people of faith teach with not just with the books, but also by example. So he wants to do that. He wants to teach people by example and be the best loving person he can be. And so he's going to help others live their faith in their everyday lives. And so that's what Spirit is suggesting he do, and that's what he's going to do. And all these books here talk about, spirituality can be found in books, but it's also in action, right? In the way you act. And whatever you learn, you can pass down, but you need to also pass it down with sort of sense of humility and knowing that even though you learn these things and you're acting it out, you still are still a humble servant of the Spirit, of the universe. And I mean, the desire to teach is a beautiful desire. The desire to reach out and help people get enlightened and learn things. But there's also, this is kind of a double-edged situation. It's like, by doing that, you have to have certain humility that you still don't know everything that, you still don't know it all, right? You're still also a student. So, yeah, so there's a kind of a teacher-student. See, that's what I do. I do teacher student, teacher-student situation here. So, yeah, as a teacher, sometimes you become a student. All right, let's go check on the charms. Alright, so we've got Billy Idol, the rock star. Maybe he's gonna sing some music, like try something different. He's got an idea about love. Also got the red ruby, which is like the cornerstone of love and beauty. Sun. And YD's year to date, 24. Hey! The 24. Ooh, that's double whammy there. Alright, so yeah, so let's get to the 24 because we have it in the heart. 24 days, 24th of the month, 24 days from now, or the dog days of summer or August. Definitely that is reiterating here, so that is an important message. Billy Idol is talking about, like I said, somebody's idol, so your rock star quality, that kind of thing. Maybe he has it, maybe you have it. And maybe, he sees it in others. He admires that in others. He might be going a little bit stir crazy right now, having cabin fever. He's kind of like locked up here. But he's eating well, and he's got plenty of things stored away, and he's doing well. He's the wise owl. So I feel like his communication, he's going to do something through social media, maybe to reach out to people. Some kind of spiritual kind of guidance type thing. I think that's what he wants to do next. And this is year to date, you're divine, you decide. The YD just means whatever you think it means, you decide. Yeah. So yeah, I think that's nice. Family is important to him, so maybe he's taking care of family right now, even though he's not married, but maybe he's very close to mother, father, somebody like that. And he has a lot of stability. Of course he does. He's a Capricorn. And the sun is totally going to shine, for him and for you and for everyone. Like, this is happily ever after. This is clarity. This is hope. This is joy. Marriage, maybe even. And the moon, too. So you got sun and the moon. The moon is about evening connections and dreams and psychic connections. So he might be psychically connected to somebody special out there too. So, or, whoever, whatever. Maybe you are psychically connected with somebody. All right, so I'm going to move on to the next. If you like that, please feel free to comment below. All right, and here we have another Richard. We have Richard Speight. Speight. It's German. So it's like, I looked it up to how to pronounce it, and I think it's Speight, something like that. Anyway, we got 2 Richards in this group, and I think that's interesting. And then I posted in community that somewhere in time, and the lead in that movie was Richard, and she's calling out, Richard! All right, let's see what's going on in his future. We've got the King of Wands, got the Death card, we've got 8 of Wands, and the 6 of Cups. So I'm seeing he is, the master of his universe, pretty much. He's a passionate kind of person. He is he also a Capricorn? Oh no, he was a Virgo. Yeah. But I think he's taking, he handles things, but he has also a passion and a drive. I feel like there's some kind of change coming in for him, though. Some kind of change and a new way of doing things or looking at things or something like that. So, and these 2 are facing opposite directions, so they probably are not related. Something that's not necessarily happening to him, I think, that somebody that he knows, okay? And then there's these 8 of Wands, which is a lot of communication coming in. Passionate, strong, urgent communication kind of thing. And quick movement and fast, something quickly happening. And then we have the 6 of Cups, which is the nostalgic card. So I feel like he's there's this connection with somebody that maybe he's known in the past or in a past life, or somebody's coming into his life from the past somehow, but he's feeling this like stirring of love, a very deep, beautiful love. He's married, so it could be his wife that he's feeling this passion and this connection with. But there's this sense of like a feeling like this person can complete his sentences, that he feels really really connected to, like a super soulmate kindred spirit here. Speaking of that, so this is the Twin Flame, and these cards are the Radiant Rider Waite mini deck, and this is the Enchanted Embrace, and your Twin Flame message is, you are sweet perfume like a desert rose. And so so let's see what, in timing wise, using the Astounding Pixie Lenormand, what's gonna happen here. So you've got the rider. Look at all these people on horses. There's some kind of news coming in, some kind of information and news, and the timing is like movement, a visitor very soon, like right away. It's coming in very quickly kind of situation. Okay, so let's see what the mystic Kipper has to say. This is the house. So suddenly I started to get this feeling like there's a house. Oh yeah, and you got 2 of them. A short illness. So a female here could be sick. Like the short illness kind of talks about periods and things like that. Like mild illnesses like a cough, a cold, your monthly cycle, that kind of thing. But I feel like it maybe possibly could be his wife's pregnant and a baby's coming in possibly. But there's some kind of news about an illness within his family kind of thing, because with the Death card, I feel like there's going to be a change in somebody's health. Not and it's short term. It's not going to be anything super serious, but that will make kind of a change in the household for him, kind of thing. And then finally, the message from Spirit is justice. So justice is all about karma, and there's this kind of like a balancing, reaping what you sow. Whatever you do now affects future, and whatever you do it causes certain consequences to happen. So there could be this karmic situation that is going to develop for him in a certain way, like evolve, revolve, balance out. Whatever he put in, he's going to come back to him. And it doesn't necessarily have to be a bad thing. You know, this could be also good karma, like you winning something and you getting something that you deserve, kind of thing. Okay, let's do the charms. I don't have a lot of time left, so I'm going to pour them and spread them. Alright, so we have the mermaid, which is speaking your voice. We have sure, you will say happy. The spinning wheel, making your own destiny. The sewing machine of creativity. 4-leaf clover, good luck. Germany, the rooster, possible zodiac sign of rooster and pig here. The rainbow is like sunny, happy outcome. Maybe it is a baby, you know, maybe fertility. Another 4-leaf clover. Wow, this is a very lucky situation here. Good health. Something might be happening on the 7th. The top hat could be dressing up. 8 can also mean infinity. A very stable situation. There's also like a new direction, something happening. I feel like maybe there's a possible situation with pets, because we have the cats over here and this cat. And I think there's also cats in the house. Like, so the change could have something to do with kittens. Maybe he's gonna have kittens, or maybe his kitten will be ill, but everything will turn out okay. That's kind of some of the things I'm seeing here. But I feel like a lot will depend on the direction that he takes, but I think that he's put out a lot of positive energy, and this positive energy is coming back to him, just like it is for you. And I hope you like that, you guys. You're the beautiful mermaid, and thank you so much for joining me on this fun celebrity adventure. Please feel free to give it a like and a thumbs up, and subscribe, and do all those fun things. Faith, trust, and pixie dust.